Happy Tuesday to everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. I hope everybody has been safe and keeping their life safe through all that we're in this season that we have been blessed with in this December. We know everybody is getting ready for Christmas. Some people celebrating, amen, Christmas to with their families, friends, and different people that they want to share their love. Something special that we do in this year and month that we do every year. Some give extra, than we normally do on a regular basis, like every day. But how everybody feeling in their heart and their minds about it, we say from this channel, Let's Build Wealth, is you have a Merry Christmas this year. I hope everything goes well for you on Saturday, which is Christmas. And I hope everybody has a great season with their family. But today we're going to talk about, we talked about last week, we put some things in place and why you invest into a coach or invest into a mentor into building your wealth. Today I want to talk about, because this channel talks about, and can y'all please do this for me? Can you, take a couple minutes and you just watching me on YouTube and Facebook? Can you really go right now, share this post with somebody, share it that somebody in your life that you hear talk about, they want to build a business, they want to build in real estate, every chance that I have the opportunity to come on every Tuesday and talk about Let's Build Wealth. I always get a response out to the community, which is a good thing. Somebody respond to the last show, Let's Build Wealth, and that's what they want to do. They want to know how to get a part of how to build wealth. And so that's always good that, people are watching and taking notes or getting where they want and getting that position so they can build that wealth for their families. I always says that the scriptures give us a declare that a father, a good father, leaves in the heavens for his children. It's one of my verses that I like to quote. On this channel is why I came up with Let's Build Wealth, is out of Deuteronomy, that where Jesus has gave us the plan. He said, I gave you power to get wealth. He gave us the ability that we can live and do what he give us on earth. And this is what the opportunity that I'm going to talk about today, that I said, please share this, post with somebody, share this video, help me, change people's life. Don't be selfish, because we see that now in our day and time, everybody is selfish about, what they want. But there's not too many opportunities where people are really helping other people. Do some things that they want to do in life. And so sometimes you might not can help them. You might not can get them to be motivated. You might not be the one that can help them see where they want to go at. They're in so many other things in their life that causing them not to go. But these are challenges that comes a part of building wealth. Don't let nobody tell you that tomorrow you're going to start real estate and you're going to sign up and you're going to be becoming a great millionaire tomorrow. Seasoned investors know that it takes time. It takes about how to structure deals and how to partner with people and how to find things that you need to keep you, motivated. But, in this where we at, you gotta understand that what you're doing is you got to know what you're doing. Let me put it that way. You got to understand that it takes time, and frustration do comes a part of why we build wealth. I don't care what it is, whatever you decided to do in your life to cause your finances to change or your blessings to take over your life. That is a situation that causes us to do this. And so, what I want to really indulge in today for this next couple minutes with you, I'm so happy that you took the opportunity to really been watching and and taking some notes and trying to figure out where you fit at in this very important part of your life. I'm not gonna say a part of a plan. This is a part of your life because it takes morning, night, and noon to really keep creating wealth, keep creating deals. You know what I mean? You can start off one deal and be done. So where we at now is that we have to take. Excuse me. Where we at now, we have to take the mindset. We got to take where we at to keep moving us through whatever we in. And so sometimes we have to, look at where we at and then analyze that situation. And then when we analyze that situation, then we understand what are the steps that we need to take to create that in our life. So I say our life begins to change to what we want and what we need to do. So I say this many times on this part of broadcast that you have to keep building and working and keep it going to even sometimes when you do get to that part where you come to a stopping. Some people ask me so many times that, what do you do when you stop, when things do not go the way it should go? And how do you handle it? Well, it occurs to me every day, excuse me, why we do what we do. It's intended to let you know this is why you got to keep doing it. This is why you got to keep moving. You can't get too stuck into a situation that don't know. So I learned that, through deals, that all deals are different. Every situation that you get in is different. Everything that comes around you is different. So then you have to figure out, and most of the things that I'm going to say this, to find that or where you want to go. That's the big part of planning, is you got to find out what you want and where you want to go at. Because I'm going to tell you, if you don't have that in place, you can have the right deal, you can have the right strategy, you can have all the money. But if you're not in a mind state of where you want to build your wealth and create it, I guarantee you, before you get into it, you are lost, because you have not created in your mind or in your body that this is what I want to do. This is how I want to create it. You know what I mean? When you get, so much, we only can spend so much money. I mean, if somebody gave us 10 billion, you only can spend so much, on your life, on yourself. You you only get so many cars, so many homes, so many clothes, so much jewelry, you only get so much. So that's what I'm saying, that if the mind is not set to what it needs to keep, and investing and keep looking for more opportunities, then when that is in your mindset, you're in the right mindset. But you're in the other mindset, you know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna get this deal, I'm gonna make this big lump of change, and I'm gonna go buy this. That's not a good mindset in building wealth. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, you'll be broke before you start. You know what I mean? Because again, you can buy so many cars, so many clothes, so much jewelry, and then when you realize it, that you have all the things that you want, and you look back and you're still broke. You're still not going to where you wanted to, because you did not. We talk about this so much, and everybody that deals in any business, any home-based business, is that you have to have your mind right. You cannot depend on building wealth and not have that mind right. You cannot focus. You won't be able to do, when you get to those down points, or you get to those points and you just don't know what to do. And if that mind is not set in the right direction, what's going to happen is that you are not going to really focus to go to do what needs to do, so to change it. So I always encourage you to get what you want, and you map it out, and you got to put the mind in the right place and not at the back burner and say, you know what, I'll deal with it when I get there. Sometimes I've seen major big people, started something and they got into it and they quit right in the middle of it because they didn't have the right mindset. It's always, and I share this a lot. That's what I'm saying. Into what we are learning, I could have sit down and just mapped out a course and have somebody to follow this course, with me. We could put a price on it. I know some investors just told me, that's a little extra money that you can, get every month or every week, and that can help you do this and do that. But, I really wanted to give, and it teaches us not to put your heart into it, because sometimes you put heart into your building wealth, the time that you'll give people things away. And it's all right, because you need to give something away to receive something later. It's always good. Some people will tell you, I'll give you this book. If you buy this book, I'll give it to you. Just follow the steps. But within that, the book was free. But then you have created the knowledge. So when you get the knowledge, you need to then go with somebody and work with. You're not going to take that knowledge and just, is obvious a person that got all this knowledge and don't do nothing with it. But everybody that gets the free book have created some knowledge. If I give you a free CD that's concerning some things I've done and made it assessing that, you take that free CD, you sit down and you listen to it, and you get you ponder it, you get it in your mindset, and you then you go out and you start doing it, and then that creates the wealth. But that's where you have to look at it in your area and see where how it fits for you, and then you work on that. That's how you build wealth. And so I'm not going to give you a course and then charge you for this course and for you now to go out and you make some money, and then you only make so much money. I've seen this so many times. The internet is just full and people doing real estate now. It is loaded. It is loaded. And I hope that this go out to other investors that, we're building a team. We're building where we have people that we can work with. And in real estate and any business, you need a team. You need people that you can call when you need them. People that are there, whatever situation you at. Whether it's to finding the houses, whether it's putting the deal together, whether it's financing that deal. Everybody fits somewhere in a part of your planning. And so that is when we have it's so many. I mean, I can name different ones that have their own platform that people come on, listen to them, get the knowledge, get the ability, get stuck. Here you are. And you know what? I said it like this. I learned this, a couple of days ago, that what we do is more room for everybody. We don't have to be crabs in a box or in a basket, however you want to put it. That you kill another investor so you can get that client, and you can do what you want to do with that client. I think that we need to understand that the market is so big. The market is always going to keep growing. I talk to different people and different investors and different bankers, and on a regular basis. Because we're not only just doing certain deals. I mean, we're doing a lot of different things. My hands is in a lot of things in dealing in real estate. So it presses me sometimes. I'm not gonna say to you that every day I wake up, it's clicking, it's going in planning, it's happening. I wake up and it gets to the point, yes, But all of that, I encourage you that it motivates you. It gets you to the point that I've some things in the time I will share. I get on Tuesday with you to, this is something that I want to do. This is not something that somebody asking me or I'm getting paid because to, get the numbers up. And if you get the numbers up, then the TV and the programs then makes more money. I get that. I understand all of that because, it's another direction that we're going into, and it takes a while. I know it because it's the way I'm doing it. It's to me, I'm more a hands on hand. I'm on hand on hand. I'm dealing with people now. They want to be working with someone that they know, that they've seen do these deals. It's I'm telling you, it's good. But I just saying this, that you got to get to a point that we all have to understand that it's room for all of us to grow. It's room for all of us to make money. It's room for all of us to get what we need. We do not have to kill each other. We do not have to come against each other and find out ways to destroy each other. And whoever watched this television, whoever watching this Facebook, whoever watching this YouTube, MySpace, wherever you see this at, help me to break this cycle of killing each other and trying to make it to the top. We can do it together. I always knows this, and it's many writers and many people say it. I mean, it can be more helpful when you have two people to study than one. And then when you are there, it can create more, because what that one person can do, it limits him. But with the second person, it can help him do more. Then if a third person come on, it is more. But here's the key. They all have to have the same mindset of why we are together. Because if you put us all in a box and you ask us to create our wealth, and we all are not in that box to create wealth, you know what's going to happen? Then somebody's going to destroy the plan that we have, because two of us going to build, other one going to sit there and criticize. And then when we get to a tough time in building, then that's going to pull us down. So that's where you need to really find out where you at, and you pull on the person that's in there with you and help you grow what you're trying to grow. And so where we at now, it's not, I see it. It's like I said earlier, it's tons and tons of investors and real estate investors and bankers and flippers or wholesalers or realtor. Landlord. It's so much. But if we can all get to a thinking and all in our mindset that, we can really grow more stronger and more powerful and more abroad and more over the United States, if we all can get the right mindset and build wealth according to what we know that can, really build wealth. And that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? I'm that. I might be different from a lot of investors. I might be, I might not do everything like everybody else. I might not go down the roads that a lot of my people that I have came and partners with and see them. You know what I mean? I see a difference in where we can build wealth. I see another areas that we need to build in. And that sometimes we forget about. I'm going to share this in the next couple of minutes I have. Why did I do what I did? You know what I mean? In real estate, we have a saying that location, location, location. And this is what I'm saying, but you got to have the right mindset. That's and if you don't get anything out of today's show, I hope you get this, that you got to have the right mindset. You got to know in building and knowing why you're building it. So, because you don't know that when those challenges come, I'm telling you, those challenges going to come. I don't care what nobody say. I've seen the richest man with the nicest cars, nice homes. He goes through a divorce. And then that divorce breaks him up from everything. Or he loses one of his family members, in the process. You know what I'm saying? Or he ends up with cancer and he, gets sick, real sick. Those things create you to, dampen our wealth. It do. I don't care how you look at it. You can sit on a mountaintop and not have the right mindset. When you go in them cliches and things, fall, then you find out later, man, how did I get here? How did I let this set me back from going to when I was right at the door? I mean, I had everything in plan, I had everything set, and now it set me all the way back. And so this is where I want to really focus, and drive today. Like you knowing where your mind is at, and you know what you want to do, and you know how you get in there, and keep that focus. Keep looking at what you want, and keep looking at it until you get there. And I say this so my creative. Because I'm always constantly creating. I'm always, thinking, investing. I'm always thinking about how to make the deals more simple, or how you can partner with the right people. And there's some things that happened to us on last week. Caused me have to change some things and really torn, because I had a plan, and I had a 5 years set up that was going to just as we say, blow up. Really just create so much wealth. Over and over and over and over and over. And we took maybe 4 or 5 months, 6 months, and we put money in, and we put so much in that deal. We created it, and it just so much to where it got to me. Well, it really set me at a thinking point. Is this really what I want to do? Is this really what I'm called to do? And I had to really, go to the challenge. And then I'm faced it with other issues on other 2 projects I'm doing with the counties and the towns, and things that make me come up with, and you hear these sayings. And I just have came to a clip on Facebook, and they were saying, "Oh, you're dealing in them old houses. You need to stop dealing in them old houses and come over here with us. We don't deal in them old houses. It's created. Here you could take this and make this deal happen and make the money." And it's just like boom, like a light came up in my head at a second, and I was like, you know what, I shouldn't be dealing in these old houses. It's time consuming, it's stress, it's there's so many things that are coming against you, and then you're trying only to make your wealth. But this is the key. This is the key for me. I can't speak for everybody else. I can't tell you no sad story, and then I'm gonna give you a great, boom out of this sad story. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. To me, it became great for me. That here goes, I'm building wealth, and every time you build wealth, you're building your team. You're building the right people. You're building what you need. You're putting all this in the part of building. And when you do build, it creates you not to lose, because the people that's with you creates that with you. So you get that charge, you get that motivation, you get that mindset to come back to, okay, this is why I'm building this. This is why I'm doing this. So what happened was, I knew what I did. I know it. I said the only way we'll clean up our communities is that we go in our communities and we clean our communities up. We don't look at other people. There are people that's watching me now, that's listening to me. This is where we clean up our communities. Investors, private home owners. What we could do is, if we take the abandoned houses or that's in our communities, and we stop the drug going in them homes, or we stop the crime that's going in them homes, we stop people living in them homes, and we take initiative of getting in what we are created to do and help people not live like that. So what we'll do is that we'll raise up the sand on the police, we'll raise up on sand on the court systems, and we'll raise up on saying that, oh, they don't want to do anything but sell drugs and kill our communities. Well, guess what? Our youth that's coming up today behind us, they will all feel that same areas and do the same thing that people are saying. But until we realize that we could take abandoned houses and we could take trash, is some people tell me, or take things that you should burn up, things that you should just get rid of and tear it down and redo it again. Can I say this? Your life is okay. It's in this point, and I get emotional when I talk about this, because it saddens to me in so many areas, in so many ways. Where we will take a piece of trash and we'll just get rid of it and then start all over again. You cannot trash your bodies. You can't take this. My body now is getting to the point where it aches and pains come. Because the age. There are things that hurt on me when I was young. I jump up, run, and do a whole lot of things. Now I go out there with the team sometime and mess with them out on job sites, and man, I can't do the things I used to do because of my age. So what? Tear my body down? Destroy my body because it's old now, and it's got to a place it can't do what it used to do. That house that somebody lived in, guess what happened? Some of you was born in that house. Some of you was created in that community. Some of you made a life in that whatever you was born in that life in that area or born in that house. What would you be today? You might be success today. You might be rich today, but you moved out of the, as y'all call it, the ghetto, and now you moved to the palace. But guess what? The ghetto still needs us. When are we going to understand that build wealth, we need to get back to the ghettos, the areas that a lot of people forget about, because everybody, is thinking about the rich dollar. And that's why I'm different. And I'm glad to be different. I'm my mindset, if I could change one person, one community, and one church in our communities, then I'm doing my job. I'm not looking at one deal creates another big deal for me. And that's what I'll keep reaching for. I keep reaching for the big deals. I keep reaching for the big money. And then other families that really need our assistance, needs our help, needs our motivation. It's saddening to me. That happened to us last week. I'm gonna say this because I want to know my time is up. But I want to share this. I want to get this to you, that what hurted me, that everybody can afford houses, like you can. Everybody cannot go out and spend hundreds hundreds of thousands on investment deals like you can. I can't. It's a mother, we get so many emails, Facebook clips, what I mean. We got a house that, we're trying to sell, and we get so many people asking us, do their own finance, what I mean. I got some have good jobs, they can pay that payment, but they just can't get a mortgage. But we are so much busy chasing down the dollar and chasing down building this big wealth in our life that we forget about our real motives of why we are here on earth, to help someone else create what they need in their life. That's all we're always here for. God has given us all a plan. He has all put destiny in all of our life. And if we all can get to the point to where our destinies lie at, we won't be no more crabs in a basket. We won't be no more criticizing each other. We won't be no more finding fault in someone else from getting ahead in life. You reach back and you'll take that your son or your daughter is out there on drugs or alcohol, or maybe a prostitute. We got to get to a point that we got to be concerned about our families and other people's families. That's how we build a village. That's how our village built when we was growing up. And I hope I'm reaching to a lot of you that's out here that's really wants to help in these communities, really wants to help. I hope that this thing do go viral, that we can stop and say, hey, you can call me. Hey, Wayne. Hey, Mr. Foster. Hey, Bishop. Whatever you want to call me. Let's get to a point that we take the next necessary step that we need to take and really reach in these communities and help our people. I hear realtors telling me all the time, I have 100 clients, but Wayne, they do not have enough money to buy a house. And listen, the market is full. It's the inventories is over. It's call up any realtor and ask them how the market is now. How many homes out there? You're talking about a lot. And there are so many people that are still homeless. There are so many people that get ready to be put out their house because they can't afford it. And we're just listening. It surprised me that I heard a saying that there are more millionaires in the United States than we can ever imagine. But then you look on the other side, there are so many poor people that cannot make it and get ahead. I say this, that's one of our family members. Wherever you want to look at it, it's somebody's family members. It's somebody's daughter. It's somebody's son. It's somebody's mother out there, somebody's father out there. That's when we got to realize, this is a community thing. This is a village. And then we got to really, pull together. We really got to help our society, help the people, the minds, really focus on the really big picture. And I hope today that somebody really is taking this in. My time is up. I spent a lot more. I'm mostly on here half an hour, giving you, the week's motivation, giving you the week. Let's get this deals done. But my heart is heavy. And I just wanted to just take a few minutes and just dump something in our lives that will cause us to realize that more we do what we need to do, it will create wealth to really come to us. It really will. It will cause things to change in our lives. So I'll say today, it's been a great, awesome time with you. As always, good time. I hope you do what I say. Please share this. Please get it into people's hands and minds to help us, make this big change in our community. It's another saying always says this, it's one community after another community, but we got to start somewhere. We got to, and that's what I've done. I've started in the community, and some people are telling me, man, if you just had bought it in the right location, you would have been sold a house like that, which I would have made the money, and then I would not did what I was passionate to do. That's what I'm loving about it. You know what I mean? I'm hitting with great bams, you know what I mean? And we need finances because we're just started doing deals. We started putting things together. So I'm not gonna say I don't need the finances. No, I'm not gonna say that. But I'm saying it have come to a place that if I didn't have the right mindset, that deals would never happen. But because I had the right mindset, because I'm in this place of my life now, or in this part of where we gotta, keep being building, keep working, keep strategizing. You know what I mean? Don't stop because there's a certain thing came upon us that we didn't have in plan. No way. I planned for the greatest. I planned for money to be in all situations, so I wouldn't have to take borrow money from one deal to another deal. But here we go. I'm in this situation, so it's where you find out how to keep moving through whatever challenge you come into. And so whoever I'm blessing and whoever I'm helping in this season, that's get to the point that it's our job to reach back in our communities, and that's bring these communities up. Let's find that abandoned house in there where the drug is selling drugs out, or they're prostituting them. Come on. That's change them. That's how we change our communities. That's how we change our wealth to, houses can be rich back in those small communities. But hey, we got to clean them up. We're finding other people to, trash them, and they're bringing the community down. So guess what? I'm going on this note. That brings the value down on that other homeowner that lives in that community and can't get it up because what's next door neighbor. That's where we got to come to a point where we got to stop and say, think about, hey, let's get that community and let's raise that community back up. So then their house can worth something. And then when they go to look the house up, it's not down. And it happens. I'm telling you, we were buying another an investment property. And come to find out that when my lender looked it up, he's like, I can't lend in that area, Wayne, because it's a bad crime area. And I was shocked. I was like, how did he know that? He's way out in California somewhere. How did he know that? Because of what's programmed on the internet. It's what they labored that community. That community like that. I've lived out there, so I know it's somewhere, but not like he was saying. So that's what I'm saying. I'm coming to you today. I'm giving you this platform to do. Let's do something. Let's find out that I have billionaires out here that can give us money that we don't have to hear that in our communities. Come on. That's what I want to hope I jar in your mind today and get you to share this with somebody else. And that they can help us really build wealth in other areas that really needs it. When we look at the market, everybody, they look away from that. And then they go over to the rich neighborhoods and they build them and, spend a little bit more money, but they make a good return off the same way. And some people ask me, man, why you go in these areas and buy these houses that takes a lot of work? I mean, y'all be surprised how many people told me about my project in Greenwood. Like, man, if I was you, man, I would tear that thing down. It wouldn't have been cheaper if you had tore it down. And now I'm to the point that we got it back up. We're closing it up. The plumbers is in it. The electricians, the heating up guys, they're coming and putting in their things that need to be in. And now people look at it and say, man, I didn't think it was going to look like this. That's what I'm talking about. That gives more, you can't get no more better than that. You can't get that more excitement when you hear that kind of news. Then to me, that's excitement to me. Okay, somebody said, that's exciting me, man. What kind of money I'm gonna make on that's gonna be exciting. No, you listen, you get it both ways. You get the excitement about the money you got. You get excitement about in the community that you really built and you brought back up. You get excitement out of the family that you put into it. All three excitements. And then, as they say, it's all a win-win-win situation. This is what we bring. When they say win-win situation, you got the right deal, right area, and the right buyer, and it was a win-win for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So then you get that other one. You get where not only that you make a sweet deal, you create somebody to live in a better surrounding by you changing that one point is that house. Think about what I'm giving you today. Take the opportunity to let us know how we can change our communities by getting abandoned houses and clean up our communities, change our market in our areas that they say is bad markets. We can make them good markets. No one can do that but us. I'm giving this to us today. I want us to really think about what I'm brought to us and change us to where we're going to go at. So I'll say, for the rest of the day, the rest of this Tuesday, have a blessed day. But really think about what I said, how we can change our communities.